Hi, I'm Jessica Stutzman with Millcreek Township.
And I'm Chantel Rodriguez. Welcome to the Millcreek Government Channel.
We're joined today by Jennie Hagerty, CEO of Mercy Center for Women, and Erika DePalma, their Director of Advancement. We'll be talking about how their work empowers women and families in our community and the many ways they offer support through transitional housing, education, and more. Jennie and Erika, thank you so much. We're so happy that you're here.
Thank you for this incredible opportunity. We are happy to be here with you both today.
Yeah, and I'm just going to start off by if you're able to tell us the mission of the Mercy Center for Women and what sets it apart in our community specifically.
Sure. So first and foremost, the Mercy mission has been established in 1994. We are sponsored ministry of the Sisters of Mercy, and we wrap services around women and children who have been abused, homeless, or they are in recovery from a drug addiction. And we are very grateful for the partnerships that we have in the community that continue to provide them with financial literacy, parenting, GED classes, job readiness, and our women are with us for up to 1 year, and then we journey them through to their next destination.
And I was going to say, Jennie, you've been with the organization for a long time, and Erika, you're new to the organization, but for the women and families that you serve, how do you guys and your staff walk alongside them in this journey?
First and foremost, the women and the children that we house have been through some very challenging times in their lives. So we sit with them, we work through our program to make sure not only is the program a good fit for them, but are we a good fit? And we need to know that what we are good at and how we can continue to walk that journey with them, providing them with what they need. And like anything in life, if it's not the journey that they are seeking, then we are fortunate to have case managers that will wrap their arms around them and find that next placement for them. So perhaps they are more of a abusive situation. We are able then to look inside the community and provide them that next step, or bring those individuals into their well-being and holistic care. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that, Erika?
I do, and I think that the Mercy Center for Women staff do an amazing job at, walking alongside them. Whether you are a case manager or you are just working in the office, everyone is ready to lend a helping hand. Things as simple as teaching a woman who may not know how to iron her clothes, or even Jennie and I the other day were walking through the shared kitchen area, and one of the women was making dinner for everyone that night, and she had never made a white pizza before. So she had asked us, how do you make the sauce to go on the pizza? And Jennie told her all of the ingredients and told her how to do it. So it takes really special people to work alongside these women and to meet them where they are.
Mm-hmm. No, I love that, and just the communal aspect of it. Like, this isn't just someone that's going to be here and then dropped and no one else is helping out. Like, it's a team effort. Mm-hmm. So I love that collaboration between the managers and just the staff. So I think that's lovely.
And I'm hearing both of those scenarios of learning to iron something, or learning to build your pizza. You're building your confidence back up. Like, every little thing is something new that you didn't learn the day before and didn't have confidence in the day before, and then once you have that under your belt, and then you're like, I can share that with other people, in this safe space.
And they're proud to do that, and it builds their self-esteem and their confidence. And so when that pizza is removed from the oven and you have 30 to 34 women and children enjoying it, that's an accomplishment for that individual. Yeah. And again, as Erika shared, we just happen to be at the right place at the right time.
Housing is such a major issue across the region. Can you speak to the current needs in Erie County and how those housing challenges might also impact Millcreek residents?
Absolutely. So I don't believe that homelessness is solved, correct? And we are under at times the assumption that homelessness is downtown, but homelessness has matriculated throughout Erie County. And as I was sharing with Erika as we were walking in, oftentimes at the Walmart on West Ridge Road, you will experience somebody who is homeless holding a sign right before you're turning either right or left onto 26th and West Ridge. And again, individuals are trying to find that safe haven, trying to find maybe that clothing, that food, that outreach support to bring them into a facility that can help them. And poverty continues to rise along with domestic violence and opiate overdoses. Erie County for year 2 is 1 in the state of Pennsylvania for opiate overdoses. So again, having the sobriety, having the rehab prior to going into the Mercy Center is very critical and important to the journey of our clients. And we work alongside with a Gadenzia or a Stairways. Those programs are very important in the work that we do.
And you're right, housing needs, homelessness, it doesn't have boundaries. It doesn't stop from, one township to the next, or, the city to the township. So thank you for sharing that, because that's very true.
And then how does the Mercy Center address broader barriers? Like, I know where we're talking about housing and the women who are facing domestic abuse. What about beyond that, such as education, employment, trauma recovery? What does that look like for your Mercy Center?
So in 2023, the Mercy Center for Women opened the doors to the Mercy Anchor Community Center. It is a 13 two-bedroom apartment facility with wraparound services. So it goes back to, what do we do well, but what do others do better? And when you discuss education or employment, Dress for Success Erie has been a staple in our community since 2008. So individuals have that opportunity to be suited, to have job training, and also to work with a career link in resume building. There are services such as the Second Harvest Food Pantry. That's a satellite. We serve currently over 1,000 neighbors in our community twice a week. The need is real. AHN St. Vincent provides the primary care and the behavioral health and the drug and alcohol services that we need. Sarah Reed Adult and Children's Center provides the sensory education. So oftentimes we so focus on what the trauma a female may face, we forget about the child. So we are able to have those resources as well. We have had a 3-year partnership with GCAC. They provide GED classes along with digital literacy to our clients, but to the community as a whole, along with Antonio and Sarah Howard, who are local artists that work hand in hand twice a month with creative projects for our clients to partake in. And again, Crime Victim Center, NAMI, the Erie Family Center, we really bring everybody on board because we know that together we are stronger. Erika, did I leave anything out?
I don't think so. I believe the Mercy Center does an amazing job at really working with other groups and organizations. That is one of the biggest things that we talk about in Erie, is that if someone else is doing a great job at something, we should not duplicate that. We should work together hand in hand to serve those in need, and especially our clients.
And you're involved in several community events. Can you tell us about some of those events? National Night Out will probably have already passed by the time this airs, but Pedal for Mercy and Women Making History, what are these events, and then what do they mean to your mission?
So Women Making History began in 1993, and it is an opportunity, it really is an evening to identify women in our community that have made a difference, that are service leaders, okay? So you can be a doctor, or perhaps you are a nurse at a local hospital. Individuals will submit a form on why this lady or why this woman is remarkable and why she should be awarded this opportunity. And so far we have recognized over 500 women in our community since 1992. And it's, I think, wraps around the good work that we do. But more importantly, these women are role models to the individuals that are housed at the Mercy Center. And we are fortunate because our clients come to that event, they get dressed up, and they have their hair done, and they are in beautiful outfits from Dress for Success, and they're really able to hear the stories and the videos of the incredible journey that our women making history have accomplished. And interesting enough, some of those women making history have had their own times in life where they achieved sobriety or they have been abused. And they're able to share those stories, and it makes our women stronger for it. Pedal for Mercy, Erika has just dived into that event this year, but it's our 5th annual Pedal for Mercy. And as I shared, I am a huge cyclist, so this is very near and dear to my heart. Whether it's rain or shine, we are out there because along with homelessness, weather conditions, you know, your rain, snow, your heat. And so we typically get 100 or so people with incredible sponsors that are out there the day of the event, just very supportive of it. I loved that Erika's now involved because she has brought a fresh perspective to the event.
The Pedal for Mercy event is really a great way for the community to get involved if you're looking for something fun to do. But it's really about bringing people together and taking a moment to kind of recognize when we're pedaling today. You know, who are we doing this for? We're doing it for the clients of Mercy Center. But at the same time, you get to enjoy a lovely picnic with some other great people. You get ice cream, you ride your bike past all of the wineries, and you get to smell the grapes. It's in fall, so the grapes are pretty aromatic at that time. So it's a really great community event to be a part of if you're looking to get involved with Mercy Center for Women for the first time. You can even just spend time there with people.
It's a good way to connect, bring all of your
Absolutely.
partnerships, all of, you know, again, all of the women in the community that you have served, everybody comes back together.
And the sponsorships, again, the businesses or even individuals are so generous to this event, and Barnhart Transportation provides the food after we have cycled, and it's just really a beautiful day to see people come together and really understand our mission, because our clients are there as well, and the community has the opportunity to talk to them. What's your story? Are you comfortable sharing your story? So they can learn directly from them where they are and where they hope to be.
There's a new chapter unfolding with the Holy Rosary Rectory, Brandy's Corner,
Yes.
And the Sacred Heart School. What can the community expect from these initiatives that are being placed?
So Brandy's Corner is a home that will be dedicated to Brandy Krieger. She passed March of 2025. She lost her life to cancer. Brandy was a strong advocate. She fought through addiction. She has 2 beautiful children, grown. And prior to her diagnosis, her second diagnosis of cancer, Brandy was going to head into a supervisory role at AHN. She always embraced the Mercy Center. She was one of our alumni of the year, kept in touch. Just a beautiful, beautiful woman, a great story. So when the Holy Rosary Rectory became available, Brandy was still with us, but it was just the Holy Rosary Rectory. And this opportunity of housing will provide 10 to 12 apartments for women in transition or re-entry. And the benefit will be they will have a full service model on our campus with the wraparound services we offer at the Mercy Anchor Community Center, or our transitional program and the case management. We want them to be a part of our campus as we continue to grow. So again, recognizing Brandy and just her strength and confidence and how she was able to pull her life together, she really affected the lives of others in just a beautiful way. So we're happy to name this after her. Sacred Heart, yes, we are very excited about that next journey, not on our campus, but again, being able to take a former elementary school, Catholic elementary school, 42,000 square feet, and to bring and breathe life back into it is going to be a blessing for our community. Yeah. And earlier we talked about homelessness and housing. There's not enough housing in Erie County. So now to have 20 apartments, hopefully in 2027 if we stay on our timeline, and to hopefully offer food services. This is another opportunity for us to work with Build, which is part of the Washington Apartments of 21st and Sass, along with the St. Paul's campus, which is an undertaking of Mr. Tim Nicastro. We're working, three local leaders are coming together to do the work of God and to provide more opportunity for individuals that are in need. And we know what we do well. Mm-hmm. So when you look at Abu Hagerty, we know that UPMC Healthcare, they're primary care. And when you look at the Mercy Center for Women, we have always been housing and those services that we're able to provide. And again, with Tim Nicastro taking on the St. Paul neighborhood, he's building those relationships with the Sisters of St. Joseph, an Erie Dawn, a crime victim center. So it'll be a full force, well-oiled machine working together to help hundreds of people in our community, and we're real pleased to be doing this together.
That's so wonderful, and such a beautiful mission. And I feel like you guys have so well thought everything out, and you've included, again, all of the partners and all of the local leaders in all of their expertises. You guys know what you do well, and you know what they do well, and you're just putting the puzzle pieces together.
Absolutely, 100%, and we're looking forward to it. And Erika and other team players are very thoughtful in preparing grants for funding, right? Because we do need funding. It's a $6.5 million project, but we are just very grateful that we have some really good supporters in our community that are working side by side with Erika and the team at the Mercy Center to get it done.
And we only have a couple minutes left, so I do want to ask you a couple last-minute questions here. But what are some common misconceptions people have about either the women or the families you serve? How can our community and our viewers become more informed, more compassionate? Just lead us into that space.
Absolutely. So in fall of 2024, the Deputy Secretary of DHS came to visit the Mercy Center for Women to really understand what we are, who we are, and why we do what we do. And with Governor Shapiro's vision for Pennsylvania and making sure everybody has housing, it was a very beautiful visit. Two of our clients, now graduates, were interviewed. And I will share with you that the one client was very honest and open in stating that they're tired of being judged. Mm-hmm. We all make bad choices in life. Some of our choices are in the daylight, and some of our choices are hidden. But either way, the clients that we serve and that we house do not need to carry that baggage with them through the rest of their lives. We are all broken, and it's a puzzle. And if we can carefully manage those pieces, it's a beautiful ending. And again, poor choices end up in landlords not taking a risk in housing them, and that is why we are creating the facilities like we have with the Anchor Building, with the Brandy's Corner, moving forward into Sacred Heart, because they deserve a second opportunity. And there's a stigmatism. They made a poor choice. They did drugs. Why would we want to give to an organization that is supporting individuals that are in sobriety? Because it's a good thing to do, right? And we all have walked a journey. Maybe we have just not been as honest as the clients that we house.
So, and speaking all about the programs that you offer and the local collaborations and partnerships that you're doing, how can individuals, families, or even more partnerships and businesses in Millcreek and beyond get involved to support the Mercy Center of Women?
Yeah, I think the easiest way to start getting involved is to give a call to our office and talk with our team and see where do we need volunteers, see if there are any donations that are needed, but also one of the biggest ways to give back is donations. Online donation. If you go to our website at mcwerie.org, if you donate to the annual fund, that can go to the greatest need. That helps us really put in the work in the back end. So
And just to wrap it up, all gifts make a difference, right? Without a clearly articulated vision, people are less inclined to give. And I believe for the last 32 years, the Mercy Center for Women has not only been a staple in our community, we have grown our campus significantly to house, soon to be, at least by 2027, over 120 individuals. And I think that says a lot for the good work that the Sisters of Mercy began in 1994.
You've really carried the mission all the way through the years.
Yeah, through and through.
Yeah, and have given so many, again, created a community of strong women, lifting other strong women back up again, pulling them back up in their time of need. And so I want to thank you for all of the hard work that you guys have done and just continuing to push out this messaging, again, out to our viewers, out to the community. I just want to thank you.
And we appreciate this opportunity for you allowing us to share the good work that we do. Thank you.
And then a big thank you to Mercy Center for Women for the work that they're doing in our region. To learn more, get support, or donate, head to mcwerie.org. Thanks again for joining us on the Millcreek Government Channel.